This video was made possible by Salad, more on them later in the video. So you are on planet Earth playing games with your friends once in a while, and so I'm gonna assume that you are never going to face any latency issues in multiplayer gaming unless your friend lives in Australia. And so what if, for the sake of experimenting, we took things to the next level? Like, well, humanity has been to the moon once, and it's most likely that we see a manned mission to Mars very soon. Now let's hypothetically assume that this friend of yours went to Mars with his gaming laptop, and now you both want to play something together, like some game. How would this work? How would this idea of interplanetary gaming work? Like, is that even possible? Well, to answer this, let's ditch the word gaming first and just talk about interplanetary internet at first. And also, let's stay on the moon for a bit and then we'll go to Mars or beyond. So first of all, in case you didn't know, the idea of bringing internet to the moon isn't really new. You see, back in 2014, NASA announced their space laser internet technology that used 4 satellites to shoot pulses 384,000 kilometers away straight to the moon, because of which you could actually enjoy 19 Mbps of connection speed on moon, which is enough to watch Netflix and stuff. But what about gaming exactly? Well, if you want to play something like CSGO, let me just break it down to you. It's not gonna work out. Yes, it's not possible to play anything that is fast paced, especially shooter games, even if your friend was sitting at the closest outer space body, that is the moon. Light takes around 1.29 seconds to travel from moon to the earth. So even if we do have a way to transmit data along with the speed of light, it will so with more than 2000 milliseconds of ping. Actually, maybe even more than that, because in case you don't know, ping is always the double of the latency because it's being echoed back. Well, so that's it, like you don't get to play anything with your friend, it's gonna be boring and all? Well, not exactly. In my personal opinion, you can definitely play some games, just not fast-paced games. You can play something like chess. Yes, seriously, but let's say you and your friend were moving your chess pieces every second on Earth. So it's gonna take you double the time on moon. For example, if it took you 30 minutes on Earth, it's gonna take you 60 minutes on the moon. I'm just taking this as an example because we are gonna take a deep dive, my friend. But before we move any further, here's a word from our sponsor, Salad. So the idea behind Salad is that it puts your computer to work when you're not using it to make it earn rewards for you, such as Discord Nitro, Amazon gift cards, Steam gift cards and games, and even more. It does so by tapping into the power of your computer when you're not really using it. So all you're going to need for this is a decent PC, or if your friend has one, just refer it to them. And if you're curious, it does all of this by mining on your computer, which might make you feel skeptical, but then you can check out their reviews on Trustpilot or their source code on GitHub. So whenever you are ready, just head over to the link in the description, download Salad, install it, sign up and then use my code PRI while doing so to double your income for quite some time. Again, if you have any questions, join the Discord or check the links in the description. Once again, thanks to Salad for sponsoring this video. Let's go back now. Alright, now let's do something extreme. Let's force our friend to go far from the moon to a place like Mars, just for the sake of our experiment. Okay, now, so instead of just a few 100,000 kilometers, our friend is now 54.6 million kilometers away. And that too when Mars is the closest possible to Earth. So looking at the distance, I already have a bad feeling for gaming. And not to forget, we already have rovers on Mars that we control from the Earth, using radio waves that travel at the speed of light. So what is it like exactly? Well, firstly, if we were to assume that Mars was at the closest possible distance from Earth's orbit, it would still take light 3 minutes and 6 seconds roughly to travel from our planet to the red ball. And so the least ping that you can expect in a case like this would be 360,000 milliseconds, which doesn't sound good already. I mean, even if we were to play chess, it would take a minimum of 6 minutes for the other guy to see your move in game. And that would be 300 times longer than how much it was taking when we were just on the moon. At this latency, even live chat wouldn't make sense because it's not gonna be technically live. You're sending a message that will be seen by your friend after 6 minutes. I know it is all insane, but this is what NASA faces while controlling their rovers on Mars. And don't forget, this was all considering that Mars was the closest it could be from the Earth, because most of the times it's just much farther away. And if you were to ping a computer on Mars in this case, this is what it would look like. Now let's go extreme. Pluto, as you know, a dwarf planet in our solar system, is just very far away from us, and it took NASA 3 decades to send an aircraft there, which goes by the name of New Horizons. So firstly, how far is Pluto exactly from us? Well, in numbers and considering it to be the closest it can be to the Earth, it would be 5 billion kilometers, 5.03 to be exact, which makes it 100 times away than how far we considered Mars to be. So you can just guess stuff at this point. If it took light 3 minutes to reach from Earth to Mars, it would take 4.6 hours in this case from Earth to Pluto. So if you were to play a multiplayer chess game in this case, in 24 hours, you would just move 5 pieces on the board. And so considering the average of how much people take to move pieces on a chessboard and stuff, it would take you exactly 3000 hours to finish a game. I mean, roughly. That is almost twice the amount of how much playtime I have on CSGO. And it would also be equivalent to 125 days. Yes, that's how long it's gonna take you to finish a game of chess. Now this was just until Pluto, which is not even the entirety of our solar system. So if you're having so many latency issues and stuff, how would it work out in the future? Cause I mean, everyone wants to see a whole colonized galaxy, right? Which was not a long time ago and definitely not far away. Right here, right now. I mean, okay, at least in a few thousand years. So is there a solution to this? Because the day might not be that far where we would have colonized Mars. And I'm talking in cosmic scale because obviously it would take us a few thousand years at least. Well, in the future, although we may somehow figure out a way to transmit data with decent speeds throughout our whole solar system, we just cannot do anything about the latency. Because theoretically speaking, we just cannot go beyond the speed of light. And even if there was any way, it would have to involve something like a wormhole. So let us save that for the future and let's embrace the pings that we get in-game. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you all in the vastness of the multiverse.